Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing all right. So, there's some sorrow I need to convey. Um, for a while, I felt, no, I haven't felt, I've been good. I mean, I've done this because I feel like it's not right for me. It's not. So I feel like there's still a particular person whom I have the most potential to have a deep connection with, and that hasn't changed since the first time I saw her. And throughout since meeting her, there's been times when I've looked at other females whom I'm physically attracted to, but I've still never witnessed anybody that's really close to the level of connection or potential for connection that I've felt with this other individual. And today I felt, I saw some stuff online, and I think I got a little mixed up, and I started thinking like, I mean, I don't know. There might be some truth to this. Part of me feels like there is a little bit of truth, but it's not. It's not as strong as the love side of things. Perhaps I'm not sure. I'm kind of going through my intuition, observing and just assuming shit, which is dangerous. But that's just all I can do right now because I don't know for sure. But my intuition is telling me that there is a bit of that that's true. That there has been some, playing with the heartstrings and this and that and fucking around, but there's also been some real authenticity in how, a potential for a deep connection. I could be wrong, but that's how my intuition is allowing me to feel right now. And I chose to look at other females' YouTube channels today because I felt I got kind of overwhelmed with this feeling of being betrayed, and it came right after feeling really connected to that particular person too on a spiritual level. So it's like, but because of I felt so connected, then I was like, well, is this person just doing this to just like to hook me in, to suck my energy or whatever, and like I just ran with that, and I fucking I was in a car with my dad driving home, and I didn't have the ability to move around or kind of have my own space or da 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 da. And I don't know, all these things had a factor in my decision making. I'm not making excuses. I'm just giving you guys a replay of the scene that I was in. And so, I checked out a few other females' channels because I felt like there's a possibility that I was being fucking, my heartstrings are being played with. And, but even if they were, like I said, I think that there still is another part to this situation there is some authenticity, there is some real feeling and a desire to connect that also exists, as well as maybe some other juju shit. And so by me looking at those other females' channels, like that does disconnect me from further from that potential to connect with this other individual. And, if I were to go with somebody else, I do feel like I'd be settling. I wouldn't really be moving from how my heart really feels, what my heart really wants, what my heart really feels I'm most deeply drawn to. So I'd be settling for something that's more safe, that's more comfortable, that's not as risky, that's not as essentially aligned with a deep loving connection, at least for myself, because everybody's different. So, but it's a safer, that settling, that these other people do feel safer to me. And I have been through I've had a lot of relationships that have not turned out very well, and a part of me is wanting to protect myself from going through another a bad relationship, even though I know that I've had my part to play in the way all these relationships have played out. So I'm not blaming anybody for, me not, for being abandoned and all these type of things and not really having any friends other than Pops. I'm not blaming anybody. That's my fault. I've done it. I've put myself where I've done. I've walked these shoes. I've made these choices. I've spoken these words and done these actions. So there's nobody else to blame but myself. But even still, it's like, okay, well, like, maybe, that other part of me, that weaker part of me wants to try to just find something kind of safe and secure that I don't have to worry about getting hurt or lost or rejected or betrayed or any of these fucking things. But I wouldn't be operating from a place of true love. Like, if I'm really going to operate from a place of true love, I'm going to stick with what my heart really feels most highly drawn to, which is this particular person. So, I do have sorrow to convey, my choices of wanting to watch, and not just wanting, choosing to watch other females' YouTube channels, because, I do feel bad about that. Like, that's me putting interference and stuff in the way of of a connection, a potential connection with this other person, you know. And so anyway, yeah, I think that's it for right now. I just wanted to share that little bit with you guys, that, you know, I'm sorry, and I hope everybody's doing all right. So I love you guys. Y'all take care. All right, bye.